Ben, thank you for joining us. Another exciting game coming up this weekend after a terrific victory last weekend. How's the mood in the camp been heading into this one?
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously the boys are in a very good place, but to be completely honest with you, I think someone mentioned it a few weeks ago in an interview, like we're pretty consistent in terms of we go after performance and result doesn't generally try differ the mood too much. We're quite consistent in that regard. We go after good performances. So if we lose and we play well, obviously it's not ideal, but we know what we need to fix. If we win and we play well, like we did Saturday, is perfect. And we keep working towards the next one.
Yeah, on a personal note, it must have been nice to sort of get back out there for the last few games and get a goal as well. It must be pretty pleasing at the moment for yourself.
Yeah, good. I'm pleased just to be back on the pitch, pain-free. Really is the main thing for me. I've not contributed exactly what I would like to in terms of being on the pitch since I've been at the club. So to be back out there and be with the boys playing some really good football, to be a part of it is so enjoyable.
Yeah, and that's the first sort of the longest period of minutes you've had in a while on Saturday, isn't it? And how has it been feeling the last few games? Because obviously we know towards the end of last season it must have been a little bit of a struggle for you as well.
Yeah, good. It was important just to get it right this time. I didn't want to have any setbacks. I was playing through quite a lot of pain towards the end of last year, obviously with what was on the line, as were a lot of lads, to be honest. I wasn't the only one. So to get it right, and I've been itching to get back into this team because it's been so enjoyable to watch. And now to be a part of it on the pitch is great.
Yeah, and you've obviously played a big role in this yourself as captain, but we spoke to the gaffer a lot about the transition we've had sort of in the standards as one thing, and also the morale in camp from last season. How impressive has it been to see the change in what is such a short amount of time?
Yeah, no, credit to the manager, the owners, the people doing the recruitment at the football club, because they brought in some top characters, which is first and foremost the most important thing for me is you bring the right characters into the football club, and then you can shape it from there. And then on top of that, they're brilliant footballers as well. But they're all willing to learn. They're all they bounce in with a smile on their face every day. There's no whinging and whining, which is probably a little bit of a shift from where the club was at in January when I came in. There was a lot of negativity, and understandably so. You lose that many football matches is normal to be in a bad place. So to have a bit of a freshen up, bring in some new faces, and then the manager's able to do his work has been fantastic.
Perfect. Well,
sort of on that theme, how are you surprised with how quickly this team has gelled together and with the football they're playing, and how quickly they've taken Scott's ideas on board?
Yes and no. I mean, with that sort of overhaul of players and to have new players in the building, it usually doesn't happen so quickly. So credit to the manager again for what he's been able to do. He's massive on time on the grass, and in video we do a lot of learning. So no, I'm not surprised that he's been able to get the message across so well, because he works so hard. And credit to the boys as well. They want to learn, which again goes back to character. They come in every day wanting to learn, wanting to take on the information. I think there's generally a bit of a misconception that footballers aren't too bright or they're not learners, when they really are. When they're really interested in something and they're sold an idea which the manager's given to them, they've run with it, and they've made it their own, and you see that on the pitch. It's incredible. It's so enjoyable to be a part of, to watch from the side. Hopefully the fans are enjoying the style of football. But we bumps in the road for sure, so it's not going to be smooth sailing and an upward trajectory all the time in terms of results. Performances, hopefully, is something we can build on week to week. But I'm sure there'll be a few bumps, so we've got to stay patient and stick with it.
Yeah, you've got Tranmere this weekend, the team who have got their own troubles at the moment with the manager going. How hard is it to prepare for a team that you don't quite know how they're going to play with a new manager? Yeah, no, not easy at all actually. It's like the gaffer touched on, really, there's not so much work you can do on them, because you have no idea what they're going to do. It probably gives us a good opportunity to double down on what we do this week. And we do that a lot anyway. We work on ourselves a lot. So great opportunity to go back to back, another home game with the fans behind us. They've been fantastic. So we're looking forward to it. Hopefully it's not too hot this week. And finally, I asked Scott this as well. Crawley are now, because of the way they're playing and the results they've got, probably go into some of the games, like Saturday's game, as favourites to win. It's not a position Crawley have been in very often in recent years. Do you feel any added pressure on that kind of front?
No, definitely not. I think internally that's something we've known for a little while. So it's something we've spoken about over the first course of the first 10 games. You start to feel the league out, and how people are. So perception will start to change outside a little bit now. It won't be so much Crawley going to get relegated. I know it's very early on, but that's definitely not something we're looking at this season. We're looking at a very different sort of ambition. But we'll ignore the noise, whether it's positive or negative, block it all out and keep working week to week.